Welcome to this week's edition of HavenFootball.net's Play the Game. This week's Play of the Game is brought to you by the Swarthmorean Weekly Newspaper, true local coverage of Swarthmore, Wallingford, and surrounding neighborhoods, published since 1893. Another perfect football weather night as the Lower Merion Bulldogs visited George L. King Field to take on the Strath Haven Panthers. The Bulldogs got the ball first and went 3 and out, and the Panthers began with their ground attack as number 35 Ryan Mudrick takes this one up the gut for 16 yards down to the 1. The next play, Mudrick powers into the end zone for 6 points. Haven leads 7-0. But Lower Merion starts to find their passing rhythm as quarterback number 10 Nick DeLuca finds number 1 Thomas Burke with his quick release for 7 yards. And this pass to wide open number 12 Drake Waddy for 14 yards. But Haven's D is finding its sea legs as we see number 15 Luke Mulhern fill the gap and put down number 6 George Ciotis for this 1-yard loss. Lower Merion goes right back to the air, but DeLuca can't find anyone but sees lots of green and takes off and intercepts past the defender for 8 yards, and Haven stops the drive at their own 27. Haven goes 3 and out, and Lower Merion goes right back to the air to Burke for this 11-yard gain. With 3rd and 7, DeLuca looks to pass again, but no one is open, but he sees a wide open left side of the field and scrambles for 7 yards and the first down. The Bulldogs are threatening as DeLuca goes back and lets one loose, but Mulhern times his leap and swats the ball away. But DeLuca is not deterred and finds Burke on this fade pattern and makes the perfect pass for 6 points. We're all tied up 7-7. On the very next kickoff, DeLuca executes the perfect onside kick and the Panthers are caught flat-footed as Burke is there to make the play, giving the ball right back to the Bulldogs. DeLuca goes right back to the air and scrambles, but finds Burke with his great sideline pass and catch for 9 yards. At 3rd and 3 from the Panther 8, DeLuca is looking again, but number 53 Patrick Burke penetrates and gets in DeLuca's face and swats the ball down for an incomplete pass. After a penalty with the Bulldogs at 4th and 8 from the Haven 13, DeLuca is looking for a receiver, but coverage is strong, and number 56 Nick Faribaugh runs him out of bounds for the sack and turns the ball over on downs. Back and forth we go with a little over 3 minutes left in the first half. Haven starts to execute their ground and pound as number 4 Yusuf Ali goes off tackle and just keeps driving for 12 yards. 2 plays later, Mudrick gets the call to power up the gut, breaking 1, 2, 3 tackles for a 14-yard gainer. 6 plays later, Ali gets the call again and slides left and further left and simply outruns the Bulldogs into the end zone for 6 points. Panthers on top 14-7, even though the scoreboard hasn't caught up and says 13. Which brings us to tonight's first Play the Game.
All right, here we go. Looks like you've got a
number 18
quarterback in. Yeah, DeLuca out of the game. We said he was hobbled after defensive effort here. And now you've got a new quarterback in the game. He'll launch one down the far sideline. The Panthers are going to pick this off and coming the other way. Mike, you called it, and this is Grayson LaFrance dancing across the 20. 15, spins his way inside the 10, holding on to the football, and LaFrance to the 6-yard line. 16 seconds to go, and the Panthers with a chance to throw a dagger. How about that for a senior night special?
On the next play, Mulhern is looking for a receiver, can't find one, but finds a seam and goes left, turns upfield, and into the end zone for 6 points. The Panthers go into the half, leading 21-7, which brings us to tonight's final Play the Game.
Could be a passing situation here. Still 8 men in the box. Motion man is Ali, and then they go counter to the near side. This is Casey Hudson running room, and now speed across the midfield stripe and pulling away. Casey Hudson will go 70 yards to the house. And how about that counter?
Panthers are pulling away 28-7. The Bulldogs go 3 and out, and the Panthers start another 7-play drive that they finish with this 9-yard scamper by number 30, Derek Bradley, for 6 more points. Haven on top, 35-7. Bulldog quarterback replacement sophomore number 18, Kai Miller, is just having no luck as this ball just sails on him down the field, and number 18, Jalen Starr, makes the pick and returns it all the way back to the Bulldog 35. The Panthers give the ball to Bradley again, who goes around the right end and turns on the Jets and simply streaks by the defenders into the end zone for 6 more points. Haven's record goes to 8-1, winning this one 42-7. Casey Hudson led the offense with 80 yards on 4 carries and 1 touchdown. While Ryan Mudrick led by carries with 10 carries for 60 yards and also 1 touchdown. A special mention to Derek Bradley, who only had 4 carries for 49 yards, but managed 2 touchdowns with those carries. And finally, Luke Mulhern and Cole Haley led the defense with 9 tackles each and 1 tackle for a loss each. Next week, the Panthers travel over to Springfield to take on the undefeated Springfield Cougars. Tune in again next week for a new edition of HavenFootball.net's Play the Game.